Good morning. It is Monday morning. Actually, I think it's probably more like Monday afternoon, but you know, whatever. I've just got dressed and done my teeth. So I got asked about my skincare routine recently, and I thought I would tell you guys what it is. At night, I wash my face. Okay, I wash my face with Nivea Rose. Hang on. Bad planning, look. Bad fucking planning, guys. Nivea Rose Care Micellar Face Wash. This stuff's really nice. You need a tiny, tiny amount. Okay, put it into your hand, and I'm talking like tiny. Into your hands, rub it on your hands, and then rub it all around your face. It's beautiful. I then pat my face dry, and I come into my room here, and then I do. This is Rose Facial Oil. I get this from Boots. Boots is a pharmacist beauty store, you know, one of those places where you can get your prescription, but you can also buy makeup and other bits and bobs, and I'm nearly out. But yeah, I put 2 squirts of that into my palms and then rub that over my face. I put Nivea Rose or Soft Rose, is that? Soft Rose on my lips. And then over my face and my neck, I use Nivea Soft Cream. This, I love this. Okay, I'm on my 2nd tub of this now, and yeah, it's great. You just pick up a nice amount on your finger and just rub it over. Now, that's my night care routine. In the morning, I brush my teeth and I splash warm water, only like just warm, onto my face. And then I just use the Nivea Soft Cream. Oh. Also, I've had like a touch of psoriasis on my eyelids, which has been absolutely awful. And I started using the soft cream, and it's made the world of difference. I've also not worn any makeup for about a week, because we are isolating because my son has COVID. Yes, Daryl has COVID, which is why the vlogs have been pretty sparse, really. When you moisturise your neck, rub upwards, not downwards, because if you rub downwards, it drags the skin. Okay, so always rub upwards. Now, I did a bun yesterday, and I was so proud of it. It looked really good, which I tend to do buns as my roots grow through, because then it doesn't look quite so... I mean, it just looks... This doesn't look right. I wish I could get rid of this black that's in my hair. But, so, I flung all my hair over, and I'm doing that one thing I hate, which is doing that camera shot. Put my hairband on it, and then I cross the hairband. I might go back a little bit, I don't want it too far forward. So cross the hairband, yeah, and it just worked really well last night, because it always does, doesn't it, when you're not going anywhere, your hair always behaves. Or and then I just swap the whole thing round like so, and then pulled the hairband over it, and it just worked really nicely last night, and it felt nice and tight, and you know, then I sort of tucked bits here and there. Not too sure about that bit, but there we go. But like, I kept in touch. I've lost it now, but I had hold of like the hairband, and I did all this tucking and shit last night. But really good. I only did it to go and get in the bath, because I actually don't like when my hair does this. It annoys me a little bit. I don't mind this, you know, when it actually dangles. It's when it sticks up like a fucking antenna that I don't quite like it quite so much. So that's my morning routine. Just, that is all I do. If I'm not going to wear makeup. If I'm going to wear makeup, then obviously there are other things I've got on my face, which I might show you in a bit, because I actually quite fancy putting some makeup on. I need to find something to keep these out of the way, because during the day they do that and I really don't like it, but they won't, they're too soft to go into a dreadlock, so you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. That looks okay. I miss doing bigger. Oh, Liz Kidder did this fantastic bun on Instagram the other day. I wish she's just started doing all these hairstyles, and I wish she'd done it before I shortened my locks, because I'm like, I can't do that because my locks just not long enough. But it looked really nice. It looked really, really, really nice. And it was sort of like this. She did a half and half bun, and then she sort of like just tied the hair around it, and it looked amazing. And I was like, I want to do that, because my locks aren't long enough. I can't do it. It never occurs to me when I'm doing updos, or when I had long hair and I used to do updos. Hello. To tie knots to hold it all in place. You know, it never occurred to me to do that. So it's a bit annoying. But there we go. Right, let me. Will that sit on there? Yes, it will. Get you at a decentish height. Oh, of course I could use my tripod, but you know, that's just far more effort than it's worth. Put my little headband on, which I normally do first, because otherwise it. Sort of want to make it look like it's a scarf, you know. I want it partly actually on the bun itself. My wider one might be, the very first one I made might be ideal for that, you know, to make it look like it's actually like a wrap. There you go. Very nice too. So yeah, I've got these new makeup things that I want to use. Let's see, what did I buy? I bought this Max Factor Miracle Prep Pore Minimizing Mattifying Primer, which I'd like to have a go with, just to see what that's like. And I bought some lipstick, didn't I? Yeah. This is by Jolie Beauty. And I assume it's theirs. It says Jolie on it, and it's Air Matte lipstick in mocha. So basically, I'm looking for a lipstick that will last all day in a really nice brown, basically the same sort of brown as my Huda Beauty, which does not last all day. If anybody knows the trick to make Huda Beauty lipstick last all day, I would love to, because I end up just getting a, you know, it just disappears around on my lips. So should we do a get ready with me? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not? Let's do it. So, first and foremost, spray something on your face to prep it. This is a facial mist toner. It came in one of those Birch boxes. Something else I need to do is go and wet my beauty sponge. This is great. I love wetting my beauty sponge, right? And I'm going to show you guys what should happen when you wet your beauty sponge. Okay. Excuse the fact that there are dishes in my sink. When you start, your beauty sponge is about that big. Run some water and immerse and squish it so that and you can see it growing, you know, squish the water out now, more and more and more. See how much that's growing? There you go. Ah, so much bigger that is. Squeeze all the excess water out. And that's how much bigger it is. I'm now drying my hand.
Hello.
And that is now ready.
People.
Where's my watch? My watch has finished charging. Daryl says hi.
The people of YouTube.
The people of YouTube. So my facial stuff is now dry. Good, because it means I can play. Oh, and I bought an eyeshadow palette. That was the other thing. I bought a really nice, sparkly eyeshadow palette. I'm probably not going to play with that today. I don't know. I might. I don't know. Okay. Right. So let's try the new primer. I need to set up a mirror. Let's just. Do you know what? I've got my doohickey mirror here. I like to prop it up somewhere so I can see, because the phone screen isn't like, it's not quite right. Let's just wedge it in there. That'll do. Okay, so you are next to my mirror. Okay, so if I'm not looking directly at you, that's why. I have no idea of how much of this to use. Okay. Oh, okay, it's a cream. Okay. The reason I sort of have been looking for something like this is because I keep seeing an advert on Facebook for that pink stuff, which is like supposed to totally get rid of your pores. Whether it does or not, I don't know. I didn't order it. So I started having a look on Amazon, and they do sell it on Amazon as well, but the reviews weren't very good. So I was like, maybe not then. Because although my face isn't like pitted, I thought it might help in a few places where my skin is a bit, you know, rougher. Because it's only recently I've been doing a real skincare routine. Okay. That's that. Well, it hasn't like made like a piercing hole magically disappear or anything like that, so I don't know. We will see. Okie dokie, what do I need first? I need that and that. And my brushes. So, my foundation brush. And my Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid foundation in the colour fuck knows, Natural Ivory. And I use a little miniature acrylic stamping block to put my foundation on, because I don't like putting it on the back of my hand. It means I'm constantly backwards and forwards to the kitchen, you know, soaking my beauty brush and washing foundation off my hand. So oh no, that's not what I do first, is it? I do my colour corrector, and this all goes onto my thing. So I do a little squirt like that of L'Oreal Paris CC C'est Magique in the green. I use my foundation brush, okay, and then I just go dab 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 like that, and I put it wherever I am red. Now this is not buildable, so it's not a case of the more you use the more it works, yeah. It is one coat does all, but it just helps get rid of the red spots that I have. And by spots I mean sections, not like zits. Would it cover a zit? I really don't know. But like, I'm a bit red around my nostrils. And around my mouth. So I just, you know, Okay. And then I have got some left, and I mix that now with my foundation. So I will plonk a good squirt of foundation, maybe a little bit more on top, and just mix it up. Now I'll wipe a load of it off because you don't need a ton of it. Again, my hair's gone doolally. Don't forget when you're doing this kind of thing to get, you know, right back to your ears and under your chin. And up to your hairline. The amount of times I see girls and they've like stopped at this magical barrier somewhere on their forehead, and it's like, yeah, you need to blend that upwards, love. I don't worry too much about blending it in with my brush because that's what my sponge is for. It's like, I watched one video about makeup tricks for people who wear glasses, and she was like, I don't put any makeup around where my glasses sit, but her skin's quite flawless on her nose. And I'm like, well, I have to, because my nose is a lot of different colours. If you have piercings, by all means go around them like so, but try not to get makeup in the holes themselves because that will irritate. Still got quite a lot left, but you know. Now I'm breaking out my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. That shakes, it's been sat in my drawer for a bit. And then you twist it to get the stuff to come up through the sponge. Twist it and wait, because sometimes it takes a while to sort of ooze up. And then I go all around my eyes, like so. Don't I look sexy? And then again with the foundation brush, and with this I do make sure I get right up to the eyes when I'm doing this. Right to the lash line on both the upper and lower. Otherwise you just get this like cakey look. I get a little bit of a cakey look because I've got psoriasis on my lids. Okay, so you've got that. That looks a bit odd. Yeah, I know it does. This is where your sponge comes in. And this helps to get rid of all those brush marks and helps blend it all in to look more natural. And it also takes off any excess that you don't need. Like so. And you dab, you go smack, 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 smack. You do not need to rub with a beauty blender. I don't understand people who put foundation on with a beauty blender. I'm like, no, it goes on with a brush. And then you dab. But this stuff, yes, I use quite a light one because it lightens around my eyes. My glasses are slightly tinted. Excuse me. And we do not want too dark around the eyes, especially as I like a darker eyeshadow. So, put my foundation brush aside. This is a blending brush that I got in the pound shop. It cost £1. I've also got one that came with my Jolie Sorceress palette, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to go for a smoky brown eye today. So yeah, I've got psoriasis like here, and it does affect how the makeup sits. One thing I did here recently is if you get a little bit of setting powder on your brush and just over your concealer or your primer or whatever it is you use around your eyes for your makeup, apparently it stops it looking less cakey. Mine looks cakey anyway because of my psoriasis, so the primer has not helped with that. But you know, can't remember. It's like I've got a slight spot of it there. That's what that little lump is. So yeah, use your setting powder and dab it on. Like so. Clean top, and I've already got makeup on it. Okay. So I'm going to start with my transitional shade, which is this second one here. It's a nice sort of tan brown. When you're doing it, don't raise your eyes, not if you're hooded, because you want to see where you want your transitional shade to go. You want to be able to see it. I might do some gold out of that new palette. So I saw every video I've ever seen on how to do eye makeup. It's always like hold your brush at the very, very end. And I watched somebody the other day who has like bazillions of followers. Yeah, she does it as a living makeup. And I was like, okay. So I watched one, and she holds it here. And I was like, but everybody else says you don't do that. And I don't do one eye at a time because otherwise I'll forget what I'm doing. And I'll never get them to match. I don't know how people do that. They do one eye. It's like, who's it I watch? What's her name? Sydney Nicole. She does fantastic, like, deco makeup, you know. And she does these looks. And she does one eye and then she makes up the other eye. How do you do that? I have this thing, this Miracle makeup brush colour sweeper. And it's a little black sponge. And then what you do is when you finish with one shade, you swipe your brush on it. And it gets rid of any excess of that shade. So that's my transition shade in. Oh, nice. Now I'm going to go with this colour for my sort of darkener, if you like. And what I do is I do a little bit in the corner like so, and then I sweep it along the top part of that fold, like so, and then I blend it onto the outer part of the lid there, sort of like that. Pulling faces is mandatory. You are expected to pull faces when you're doing your makeup. I don't know how half these women don't pull faces, quite frankly. Blending is something that has taken me a long time to get used to, because when you watch a lot of these videos, you see these girls and they hyperlapse it. So what you see is them go da-da, blend, 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 and it's done. And you're like, oh, okay, so I don't need to blend lots. You do. You need to blend a shit ton, okay, to get this to fade out. Also, wipe off your sponge and go back in and take any excess off. You know, if you think it's a little bit too dark, like so. Nose is itching. Now I take this even darker one. A little bit on it. And then I just do that little bit in the corner there. Another little dab. And another little dab. Okay. Then I swirl off the excess onto my doohickey. And then I blend again. Just for that smoky look in the corner. Like so. Now, shall I do a golden brown or rose? I think I'm going to do rose gold today, so I'm going to do this one up here. And I'm just going to go swell and just put that. I mean, what you can do, actually, before you do that, if you want to get rid of any excess on the old eyelids, is grab yourself a small brush. Yeah. Take your little palette of leftover goo and use it to basically cut your crease. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You get a better look if you do, because the lightener gets rid of all that excess makeup. And I do take my fancy colour up into my hood, if you like. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. Makes your makeup show so much more. And if you still apply a glitter while it's wet, it'll stick better as well. That's my cat yowling in the background. Don't know if you can hear her.
What?
Don't let her out, bless. And then you can blend the rose in with the smoke. I know what I meant. You can blend it in with the rest of the eyeshadow. Some colour. The whole trick with hooded eyes and glasses that tint is, while your dark is great for your smoky look, you want to be fucking noticed though, don't you? So now what I'm going to do is just try and blend that colour into the transitional shade and the smoky effect. If you find you've got too much rose and not enough smoke, pick up one of your darker shadows. But if you wear a slightly tinted lens like I do, test as you go along that you're not losing that lightness. Yeah. So I hope you can see. Right, that's it for the eyeshadow. I do all my powder stuff first. So, you know, powder, eyeshadow, blusher. Blusher's the one thing I'm not really confident with. I've never been confident with blusher. Because I'm never 100% sure where to put it. Some people go there, some people only do there, you know, or that bit. And I'm like, and I don't contour either, so, you know. But I don't want to look like I've got... I want to look like I'm wearing quite a bit of blusher. Because, you know, I like blusher. And that's another thing you have to blend. I mean, who knew all this blending was going to happen? So I take off the excess. And then I come back in. I just kind of feel like a bit of a clown. sometimes, and I'm never confident with my blusher. So that is my blusher. Now I do my setting powder, okay? And I have this big fuck off fluffy brush. I found this in B&M for like £2. And for a long time, I used to use it to clean my desk. Because I'm a crafter, yeah, I do like stamping, and I cut up bits of paper to stick in, you know, stick in journals and that. My desk gets messy. So I used to use this to sweep it up. Don't worry, it's been washed since then. So, and then I got into makeup, and everything I watched online was like, a big puffy brush. So I was like, okay, I've got a big puffy brush, that's fine. Now, I have this highlighter palette. I love this. This is by Revolution, and it's the Ultra Pro Glow. I got this for $3.99 in TK Maxx. Fantastic. Now, I am going to use the same brush I use my blush with. That yellowy one. Check this. Look at that shine. Look at that. Then I like to do the little pinky one next to it. Over my blusher. Yeah. And then I sort of go across the top row to go over the top of my cheekbones. Yeah. And I do like a table so that I highlight there, there, and across there. Not a huge amount, but just enough. And you could also do it just on your chin, just there, if you wanted to. I have also in the past highlighted over my lipstick. That looks really, really nice. But check out that shine on my nose. And that is the extent of my powder. So I now put away my brush cleaner, my setting powder, my blusher, and my highlighter. Now, I work down. Brows. I'm not 1000% comfortable yet. I've plucked my eyebrows. What I would like to do is learn how to make my eyebrow higher, but it seems to take these girls ages that I watch online because they do all these minute little strokes, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that. So I kind of have half eyebrows. And Becca will laugh because, you know, she does. She laughs at me. But all of this is Becca's fault anyway, because she encouraged me with makeup. But I do my little dark brows. This just darkens them. This is a brow mascara. It's Brow This Way by Rimmel. And all I do is just... I didn't know brow mascara was a thing, but I bought a couple of different like pencils and pens, and I was like, I cannot get the fucking gist of this at all. And I was lying in bed one night, and I thought it'd be really, really cool if you could just put lash mascara on your brows. This is 003 Dark Brown. And I honestly, that's, you know, I came up with this in the middle of the night. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to try that. And then I was looking online, and I found out that brow mascara was a thing. So there you go. This is Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline in Daring Black. Daring Black, don't you know? And I love massive lashes, okay? I really do. I don't like those ones that make you look like a fucking doll. And I don't like clumpy lashes. But I can't wear falsies because they hit my glasses. Oh man, I wish I could pick my glasses up. I'm supposed to be picking my glasses up on Wednesday, but my kid doesn't have a fucking negative result tomorrow. I ain't going anywhere. That's my top lip, you know. I did have an eyelash curler, but I'd never used one. I gave it to my daughter and now she won't give it back. People, guys, always want to know, why do women pull funny faces when doing their lashes? The reason you go, is to move your cheek out the way. Because if you don't do it, you end up hitting your cheek with your mascara wand. Like so. I use a tattoo liner by Maybelline in, I don't even know what colour this is, I can't see. It's a gel pencil. I don't know what colour this is, it's brown. That's all I know. I can't see because I haven't got my fucking glasses on. Bold brown. There you go. And ideally do this before you put your mascara on. But I just do the waterline in the outside corner. Like so. I don't do a winged line or anything like that because I can't figure it out with my hooded eyes. It just doesn't look right. Oh, I can't put those back on yet. Excuse me. Right, now, where did I put that lipstick? It's there right in front of me. It's because I haven't put stuff away. Okay. I'm going to use Maybelline Colour Sensational Lip Liner in Copper Brown because I usually do. I don't overline. I line to the fullest of my lips. My nose is running. I hate that. Now I'm going to try this new lipstick. I've not tried this before. This is a totally new lipstick to me by Jolie Beauty. Nice. Bit lighter than I wanted. I don't know. I don't think I like it. Which is a bit of a shame, but it also doesn't go with that lip liner, but there you go. Nose is running. I don't like that. It's too light. It doesn't go. I was expecting it to be a lot darker than that. hate removing lipstick when you're not trying to dislodge the rest of your makeup. Because it does, and it notices, you know. You end up getting little red spots. Should we try a red lipstick instead? I just want to see what a red looks like, because why the fuck not? Can't seem to do it tidily today. You know? The one thing I miss is going and smacking lips together, but then it ends up all over my jewellery, and I really don't like that. Oh, that was Huda Beauty, Famous, I think it was. Huda Beauty Liquid Matte in Famous. Setting spray. Allow this to set. Okay, before you sort of start opening your eyes. Red lipstick! My kid hates when I wear lipstick. This is just number 7, Hydra Luminous Hydrating Fixing Mist. Yeah, it's this hair. I just wish I could, you know.
That's what you get
it
for
to...
wearing lipstick.
What, a poke in the back?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's starting to get sunnier.
Yeah, I think it's going to rain though. And there you go. Oh, gorgeous. Get rid of that. You don't. That'll be no good to you now. Okay, get rid of it, and you'll be fine. This is a lot runnier than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be thick like the Huda Beauty or the.
Can you get large?
The Maybelline Superstay Matting. It's very liquidy. I think if you could darken it, it would be great. So yeah.
No.
Yeah, hang on. Somebody's hungry.
Hungry.
I got a gorgeous dark brown. It's this one. This is L'Oreal, and it's part of Les Chocolat range, and it's ultra matte liquid lipstick, and it's really, really nice. It's number 858, and it's called Oh My Choc, and it looks great when it goes on. But then after a couple of hours, there's like a slightly blue tint to it, and Callie said to me at one point, she was like, "You look like you're dead because of the colour of your lips." It looked weird. So yeah. So there we go. All done. All done. I'm gonna go wash my foundation brush so that it's ready for the next time. I likes. Yeah. Very happy with that. So my neighbour very kindly loaned us a football. You mind the plant in the corner? It's fucking freezing out here. Come on then. Come on in, Mr. Footy. freezing out here. So yeah, the childminder down the road loaned us a football so we could play. You right? You ready? You ready? You ready? Oh, almost got past you. I'm not staying out here. It's bloody cold. Right in the corner. So I bought these last week. They're actually for my dog, but she doesn't like them. She jumps over them or goes around them. So yeah. No, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. I don't like the cold. I don't do cold, you know. I don't feel very well either. I had salmon yesterday. Really fancied salmon. So I bought a tin of salmon, had salmon sandwich. Which tasted great, tasted amazing.
I just seen a cool football move.
But since then, I haven't really felt very well. Keep having like sticky burps and my stomach just feels unsettled and all of that lot. Stop. So, yeah.
Guess what the football move I done?
What was the football move that you done?
So, I was at the top of the stairs with the ball and then I kicked it down the ramp.
Okay.
It was amazing. Rainbow Dino!
Rainbow Dino. See, he feels absolutely fine. He's full of energy. Doesn't feel ill at all. And we're stuck inside.
Good.
So, anyway. There we go. Good morning. It's 10:23 on Tuesday, the 1st of February. Happy February. I've just had to cancel tomorrow's nail appointment. I'm supposed to be heading into Sandown right now, having a tattoo done. That's been cancelled as well because Daryl is still positive. Taking a little bit longer for the result to come up now on the test. I don't know whether that's a good sign or not. You know, whereas up until yesterday it was coming up as it was filling. Now it fills up and then the test line appears as it's sort of like the pink evaporates out. So yeah, I've texted my nail tech and contacted Specsavers because I'm supposed to get my new glasses tomorrow as well. Can't get them. And Callie said, oh, I'll pick them up for you. And I was like, yeah. I said, but the issue with that is that, you know, they need to be, don't they, balanced so that they sit straight on your face and all that lot. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. There's a Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly Does. Easy Dolly. She's been here since 7:30 this morning. I had to get up and let you in, didn't I? Because you mummy gone to work nice and early. Yes, you did. So, yeah. We're both pissed off. Daryl's fed up. He's bored. I'm bored. I mean, there's a difference between staying at home because, you know, I want to, and staying at home because I have to. Because when I'm staying at home because I want to, the option to go out is there. Staying home because I have to, I can't even go down and see my mum. I haven't seen my mum for over a week now. All my kids, my grandson. I haven't seen any of my family since last Monday. Stress. And he's fed up, he's bored, you know. His friend over the road's got COVID as well. And if it weren't for the fact that legally you have to self-isolate, I'd call her up and say, right, you stand your side of the road, I'll stand my side of the road, run him across the road and he can come round. Why not? They've both got fucking COVID, but they're both fine. They're both testing positive, but the both of them are absolutely fine. Never mind. get there. We'll get there.
It's positive.
It's positive. Yeah, we're both fed up. He's angry. But there we go. Anyway, I'll see you a bit later. Good morning. It is. I don't even know what day it is. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's quarantine life, you know. That's what it's like when you can't go anywhere. I don't bother to get dressed till bloody lunchtime. I only get dressed because I've got to go have a shot. You know. Oh dear. It's a nice day today. It's midday. Yes, it's a nice day today. So I've told Daryl he has to get dressed. She has done. I think he's gone straight back down on the PlayStation, but the door is open so that he can go outside if he wants to. So yeah. So I am just in the process of getting dressed and then go down and do some stepping and shit, I suppose. Get the steps in and all that lot. I think I might have fallen down another rabbit hole. I've been watching videos on how to create a digital planner. Digital. Less hassle storing it, wouldn't it? What I might do is create a digital reading journal instead and do it that way to begin with. But yeah, I'm watching these videos. Found this woman on YouTube, Planners by Christine, and she takes you all through it. And I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I could do it. She makes it look so fucking easy. And she creates them in Keynote, and she shows you how she does it on a Mac as well as on the iPad, which would be really cool because I don't have a pencil for my iPad yet. I might buy myself one, you know, with my step bet money, because I've been saying for ages I wouldn't mind an Apple iPad pencil. I'd like to use my iPad more, you know, because at the moment it's really only used by Daryl for schoolwork. So I would like to do that. I would like to use it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm very, very tempted. It's something I could see me doing in the future, doing like journaling. At least my bullet journal, not necessarily my art journal, but my bullet journal. Maybe, perhaps. Good afternoon. So I thought I'd give you a quick flick through of my journal so far, my art journal so far, and show you what we've done. So yeah, have a look at this. So we've had lots and lots of fun. So we're going to give you a flick through of what we've done so far. Let me just angle that down a little bit. It's got you. I moved the camera the other day and now it's like in the wrong fucking place. Right, so we're going to get your hands out of the way. You can show them your bit in a minute. So I've got my Happy New Year. This is the lights that are going around my alcove and my window.
Yep.
Then this was the colour that I dyed my hair. I've done some journaling in different directions just to add a bit more in the way of interest in it.
And Nathaniel.
These numbers come from Lovelyn's Life. I believe she's Dutch. I might be wrong. She's got a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop, and these came from her. I've got several of hers. Little photo of my grandson, who's now got teeth. This was a pyjama set that I got down for Christmas, and I've journaled on the back of it.
And there's a picture of
picture of him wearing them. This was the day we ordered the new TVs. And there's Daryl and Nathaniel down there at the bottom. This was just chocolate wrappers because I love me some chocolate.
And a donut packet.
And a donut. Who likes donuts?
Bam, bam. And she does.
Yeah, they're nice. I'm not as mad about them as what he is, but you know. Then I was ill here, so literally all I did was sleep for a couple of days because I had the flu. Not COVID, just the flu. So yeah, then we did a day out and we had a really, really nice day. I love this picture. I did really, really well with this picture. This picture is black and white, and the only thing that is in colour is Daryl's coat. And I was really, really proud of that. So yeah.
And there's our puppy.
There's our puppy dog.
And you!
And me.
Wearing lipstick.
Yeah. This was a day out of lunch with Mum. Dolly came round and she was snuggled up with Daryl while Daryl was playing Minecraft on our brand new telly, which was humongous. I don't actually do the telly. No, not yet. It must be in a little bit. This was after I put my extensions to midway. So yeah, I finally settled on what I've got now. Oh, there we go. There's the new telly.
Minecraft.
Daryl and Nathaniel, my doggy, Daryl and the cat asleep.
That was the first day Nathaniel ever called.
That was.
And it went right to me.
Yeah, he called to you, didn't he? He didn't call to anybody else. He called to Daryl. Some more photos of Nathaniel. Meatloaf died, gutted. We went to a party at Magic Island. And the next day, Daryl tested positive for COVID. I'm not saying it was the party at Magic Island that did it. That night, he vomited about 1 o'clock in the morning. Threw up all over the bed, which was like quite distressing. We got you all cleaned up, didn't we? And then everybody online said, you need to do a COVID test because some children, that's how it starts. And so I'd not heard that. And then the school were like, yeah, we need a COVID test before he comes back. So, okay then. Tested him 5 o'clock that afternoon. Yeah, he tested positive. Tomorrow he's going back to school because it's day 10. So this was just about isolation and testing. This is some yarn that I'm making a... I love kisses. I'm making a like hooded scarf thing.
I love Huggles.
He does love Huggles. This is
Huggles.
What do you call thermos mug thing that I showed it to you.
It's a giant
It's giant, it's huge. This is wrapping off of a Jaffa Joe Nut box because he loves them so much.
And a Pikachu!
Little Pokemon that come off a pair of trousers he got for Christmas.
I want to keep him.
Toothpaste he's currently using. See, this is the kind of thing it is worth journaling about, you know, so that you see it. Right. Then this is the last page I journaled. I've got to journal about yesterday because yesterday was Groundhog Day and I had loads of fun. So, this is a page that I've got prepped and ready. These were 2 more pages that I've prepped, and then
my pedals!
Daryl did this. He's just done it, okay? He's just done it. He's used my watercolours. I basically wetted the page for him, and then he would put the colour down. So it was very nerve-wracking, because I use Tomway River paper, which is very thin, and I had to repeatedly wet the paper, because obviously it takes a little bit longer than I do.
Now may I show them the other page?
Yeah, go for it. And he's done another page as well. So yeah, you can't see it very well, but there's lots of light colour here. Like there's a very light bluey green and a sort of Aztec-y gold, and lots of golds down here. It's not picking up too well on the camera. There's a very pale blue here. But yeah, he's done all of that. He's done those 2 pages himself. So I'm very proud of him. Can't wait to journal on them.
It was my idea to do the painting.
Yeah, well I said he could. When I made this journal, I said that Daryl would be allowed to paint in it. And he reminded me a couple of days ago, and then we just kept forgetting, didn't we? It was awful. We just kept forgetting that I said he could journal. Are you going now? Bye. and it's like he would remember just as he's going to bed. Oh, but you said I could paint. I was like, well, we're not doing it now. So we waited, and as first thing this morning, he was like, you said I could paint today. And then I fell asleep. And then he got caught up in Minecraft. Yeah. And there you go. So, no, we've done good. So we've done a couple of pages today, and I said we could do a couple more pages over the weekend.
On the 2 days off.
On the 2 days off. Yeah.
I said that.
Right. Go on then, off you go. Go and play Minecraft. Thank you. So this is going to be fun to journal on, because where the paper got quite wet, it's made it quite textured, so...
We can actually head in there when I want to remember painting.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to write on it, like I do on mine.
No!
Yeah, that's the whole point. To give it a nice background. Put some pictures and stuff on there.
That's right. Dale and you done some painting.
Well, I'm not going to not use them. I'm going to write on them and put pictures and stuff on. You should get out of the way then, shouldn't you?
Your glasses are hot.
I need to journal. I'll get new glasses tomorrow, hopefully. I can go and pick them up. I need to journal about Groundhog Day yesterday. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go and get on with that. It's Friday. Daryl's back at school. Yay. And I had plans to go for a nice long walk and, you know, put my audiobook on and just go out with the dogs, got the county ground and run about, big field, you know, let Dolly run about, let Isis sniff some grass that isn't the fucking garden. And it's raining. Don't know if you can see all the rain on my glasses. It's raining. It's grey. It's cold. I am wet. Mother Nature hates me. I've decided. Mother Nature hates me. So I'm going to go home. Probably have another cup of tea while I call my mother and talk to her about when I'm going to get down today. I'm hoping to get into Newport to pick up my new glasses. So I'm going to talk to Kyle about that, because what I will want to do is take the dogs, not leave them. And I can drop Kyle off at the same time, but I don't want to leave the dogs alone in the car, because I've left Dolly at mine on her own for the first time. So it'd be interesting to see how she's coped. So it's wet. So I've just checked the weather forecast. It's basically going to rain all fucking day. It's my first day with Daryl back at school. And I can't go for my walk because it's fucking raining. I'm really angry. Really, really angry. It's just like, this is so not fair. So not fucking fair. I wanted to go for a walk, even if it's just to the fucking cliff path and back, which is like 10-15 minutes down the road. Do you know what I mean? I wanted somewhere which was not in my house. And dogs are all like, why is she angry? So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get the dogs down the road without them both getting soaked. But I need to go down and clean up down there. Yeah, watch where you're going, you silly ass. You're right. Watch where you're going. She's fucking blind. What am I talking about? There you go. Lie down. Good girl. She bumped into the door. Did you want some breakfast? Want some breakfast? I have to lift it up, otherwise Dolly goes for it. So. Oh. Why? Delilah! It just seems monstrously unfair, doesn't it? You know? Do you ever get that? I've barely flipping vlogged over the last 2 weeks. I've been so bored. But then I started having a go making I bought Good Notes and I'm trying to make a digital journal. It's a learning curve. Yeah. It is definitely a learning curve. Yeah. I'll get there. I will get there in the end. It's like I have to go back and change my you know, I have actually done a load, which I'm really annoyed about, because I'm going to have to go back and change a load of things. My links aren't right for a start. So we'll get there. We will get there. I'll figure it out somehow. Good morning. Saturday morning. It's just gone 8 o'clock. Why am I up at such a disgusting hour on a Saturday? I've got Dolly all day. All day. She'll be around in the next half hour or so. I couldn't remember whether her mum said 8 or 7:30. So I got up at 10 to 8. But she's... Dickie's going over to Southampton, Portsmouth. She helps out with the theatre company, and she's going over to do their last show on the mainland today, which means that she's not getting back until about midnight. So I've got Dolly all day today, which is cool, that's fine. So we are going to, it's a lovely day. The sun is out, the sky is blue. It's chilly, but it's fine. It's fine. So my plan is when everybody's here, and it's not cold, it's just so fresh. It looks grey on my phone, but it's really nice and like beautiful blue. Birdies flying around, you know. And we're far enough into the year now that it's actually daylight at 7 a.m. Yeah, so when Daryl's up and breakfasted and everybody's ready to go, I'll probably go for a nice walk. Burn off some energy. Well, Daryl will burn off some energy. I will just walk along going, oh, I'm so tired. It was very, very nice having Daryl back at school yesterday. Let's see, what did I do? I went down the road and did some cleaning. I got my new specs. And that's what pretty much took up my entire day, really. After waiting for the rain to stop, my nose is a bit irritated. I had to stretch up ever so slightly when I got my new studs, and my nose has been a bit sore since. Just one of them things. Oh God, I'm not a morning person. I don't like mornings. I have to get up in the morning. Oh, there he is. My little sleepy boy. Morning. Mwah. Sleepy boy. Hello, sleepy boy. Scoomy. Scoomy, sleepy boy. Did you sleep well? You snored. I can tell you that much. Probably why I'm so tired. I was very cuddly last night, which is lovely, but it means I don't get much sleep when he's like that. Anyway. What you need is a 7-year-old to run around with her. She's loving it. She's loving Daryl being here. We are out on the county ground having a wander. We've got Dolly, who's running around loose with Daryl without a lead, and then we've got Isis, who's on the extendy so that she doesn't get lost, because if she loses me, which is, you know, 110% bound to happen, she will freak and run off. So, hi! So I've attached her on one of those extendy leads onto the little doggy stroller. So she's mooching along quite happy next to me. God, it's muddy down here. And yeah, Dolly's having a good sniff of the Daryl. She loves the fact that I've got Daryl with me, because it means she's got somebody to run around with. So yeah, so we're gonna have a nice walk down here, and then we'll go home. Picked up something, it's a leaf or a thing. This way! Candles! So I don't look too. Yeah! Zoomies! Zoomies! I can't see my screen at all, so I don't know if I'm on her or not. She's having great fun. She loves having a small boy to run around with.
This is the day Mama plays with Dodo.
Gotcha, buddy.
This is good.
Gotcha, buddy.
This is going very funny, folks.
Your breath smells of yes, it does.
Funny.
It's oi, careful with them tuffums. Careful with them tuffums. Oi, that was me.
Today we went to the county ground and then we saw a dog without its owner. And also, when we finished that, we saw little Peppy and Nanny. Oh my god, what's happening?
Don't lick. Don't lick. Don't do the licking. What is this business? What?
What's good?
Oh, I said don't lick. Oh, stop licking! No! Don't do the licking! It's horrible! It's horrible!
What's this? Take her down, Mama.
She's very gentle. She's not actually like hurting me. More like just touching me with the ends of her teeth. And then she stops and goes licky licky. Yeah, licky licky. Stop licking. Alright, get off because I can't breathe. What? Dolly. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. Dolly, Dolly. Dolly, Dolly. What you doing? What you doing?
Get the face.
Smack it on, smack it on, smack it on, bum bum.
Get her.
No. That's enough of that.